So yesterday we covered this, what is Jenkins, Jenkins history. Then we saw the standalone architecture of Jenkins, then the distributed architecture master slave model. Then we installed and configured Jenkins. We did Git integration with a simple hello world program. So today we will see what is Maven. Okay.
Akash, can you speak a little loud?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 1 second. Okay. Now, sir, am I clear?
Yeah, it's fine now.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's fine.
yes. So Maven is basically an open source build tool which helps in project management. Okay, so mainly in Java projects. So Maven is licensed under Apache and written in Java and C# programming language. Apache Maven is a tool which is used to build and manage any Java-based project. Okay, so when we build any Java projects, we need very different dependencies, third parties, libraries. Okay, so when we need, means imagine we are working on a Java project and we need to integrate with MySQL. So we need like MySQL connector libraries. If you are working with Spring, so we need Spring Jar files, that dependencies. So we can easily download it from internet, but when we are working on large projects, so we need number of dependencies. So when it means in future, when we want to change the, means we have to change from Spring 4 to 5, like, so we have to again go to that Spring repositories and again we have to check the version and again update it, again download it. So it's very like hectic. So we can easily download and manage it with Maven. We just have to instruct Maven that these dependencies I want to use in my Java project, and Maven just feeds the Java project with the dependencies and the libraries. Okay, so Apache Maven uses a project object model, which is nothing but a POM file, which we know, POM file. So this POM file includes your configuration of your Java project, your version, your dependencies version, your plugins, and all this thing. So it is just a configuration file of your Java project. So while developing a project, we may need many jar files and different libraries which we'll need to import in projects. All that jar files are libraries we can easily download and install in the project from Apache Maven repository. Okay. So here you can see these are the components of Maven, like POM.xml. So what does Maven do? Maven read your POM.xml file. It checks what dependencies what dependencies your Java project needs. So it reads the POM.xml file, it downloads the dependency into your local repository, then it executes a Maven build cycle. Okay, means it generates your executed goal. Whatever we provide, like clean, compile, test, install, package, all these phases. So Maven go through all these phases. Then it also executes the plugin. So in project model, there are life cycles, build profiles, build plugins, then jar files, and then to Maven local repository. So what is POM? As we discussed before, POM consists of configuration of file with various essential information. You get it, various essential information. This various essential information means which information which we need to build a Java project. So that essential information we have to provide in a POM.xml file. Okay. So when we execute Maven command, the execution will based on the classifications which we described in the POM.xml file. So when we run the Maven command, so we basically we instruct Maven that run the cycle in short, run the cycle. So it goes through all its phases. I will cover that phases in next 2 minutes. I will show you which all are the phases: test, build, compile. So this build life cycles in Maven, when we run command Maven, we request to execute a cycle. Yes, I told you this. This cycle consists of a sequence of build cycle, which also includes a sequence of build phases with an appropriate sequence of goal for each. Basically, in Maven, the main goal is like for package. We also go through other phases like compile, test, and all, but the main goal is package. We need the jar files, that artifact. Okay. So in build profile, as project development can be done on any profile, such as small scale or large scale. Let's take an example. If in college, there is a batch of students and they want to develop a small project on their local system, and they can perform basic developing and testing in that project, like using JUnit and Selenium and basic things. So this can be one profile. So also this one includes in that POM.xml file. So Maven has some standard plugins which we can use or download in our Java project development wherever it is needed. So this is that build plugin. So sometime while developing the projects, we need some extra set of goals into a build phase, which are not described as the Maven build phase and goals. So we can use that build plugins to insert extra goals. And these dependencies and jar files. So dependencies are an external jar files, which are also known as Java libraries, which we import in our Java projects. First goal of Maven execution is to check all the dependencies which is needed in our project is present or not. Okay, in the POM.xml file. So Maven has to download dependencies which are not present or which are required to execute the project. Okay. So today we are going to build a Java project using Maven in Jenkins. So for that, we'll start from this first step, which is we'll install Maven. Then we'll build a Java project. Then we'll add, commit, push. When we build Maven, when we build Java project using Maven, so a POM.xml file is created, and it takes all. Means if you have already a Java project, then the POM.xml file is created. Even if there is no Java project, POM.xml file is created. Then we have to mention in that POM.xml file. But if you have already a project, a Java project, and in that project folder, or I will say like, if you build your Java project in that same repo, in that same repository, so POM.xml file will be created in that same folder with all your dependencies. It will fetch your data. It will fetch your Java project. It will take that which test cases, which JUnit, which dependencies do you have used, which plugins you have used, and on that basis the POM.xml file will be created. So we have a simple hello world Java project and with a simple test case. So on that we will build using Maven. Then the POM.xml file will be created. Then we'll just simply push that POM.xml file to our Git repository. Okay. And then we'll install the required Jenkins plugin to integrate with Maven. Plugin name is Maven integration. We'll install that Maven integration plugin. Then we'll create a Maven job and provide a GitHub repository URL and a POM.xml file URL, means path, POM.xml file path. So to build Maven in Jenkins, so these two things are very much important: Git repository URL and the POM.xml file. So without this, we can't build in Jenkins. And finally, we will build using Maven in Jenkins. Okay. So now first we'll install Maven. So let's go to EC2 instance. Yes.
Akash, I just have a query. So this particular application, which is Maven, can only be used with Java projects, with no other projects, right? It's only with Java projects, Java code written projects is where we can use Maven.
It is
Is that the
mainly
correct understanding?
actually, sir, it is mainly used for Java projects.
It is
As
mainly used for
yes,
Java projects.
as we discussed yesterday also, Jasbir had that same doubt. Shivdas sir said for Python they have inbuilt that build tool.
Okay.
So for Java projects, Java
Okay.
build projects, mainly Maven or Gradle, like they are used to build it.
Understood. Okay.
For C also, Maven?
Yes, sir. Sorry.
For
For
C
C,
language also, Maven?
For C,
No,
no, sir. No, sir.
You have written, I think, C
No.
also.
Where, sir?
this they Maven
In the slide.
for other language also.
No, no, sir. This is
C
my
language.
it is
and
Okay,
license
written
okay.
in
controls,
C, no,
Java.
no, C sharp, C
Okay,
sharp.
okay, okay.
It
C
is
sharp.
written in Java
Okay,
and C
okay.
sharp. So we'll go to our EC2 instance. Yesterday we created one instance. So yesterday Shubhankar was having one doubt. Today we'll clear that also in practical way. So see Shubhankar, this instance we created yesterday and I have stopped it. So now I'll again start it. So the IP will change. Okay. So
Yeah,
we will,
we can give that new
right.
IP name. Okay,
Yes.
like
Yes.
that. I tried actually at my system by stopping and starting.
It was working, na?
Yes, yes.
Yes. Okay. So we'll copy this IP. Go to mobile extreme. This is mobile extreme. Now we'll just click on edit and we'll replace this IP with current IP and just simply click OK. So now we'll install Maven. So this is our website, Post Techniques. So let's install. The first command is sudo apt. We'll update the system packages. Now we are updated. Now we'll install Maven using this sudo apt install Maven command. So copy this, paste here, type Y, enter. Okay. We installed Maven. Configuration. We'll check the Maven version. You can see 3.6.3. Now, if you want to remove Maven from Ubuntu, so you can use this command. If you didn't install JDK first, so even you can install by using this command and check the Java version and just make the changes in Maven home file. So now we have installed JDK yesterday. So now we will just install this 3.6.3 binary files. Actually, we will not use this version because if you check Maven, so this version we will install 3.8.1. Let's see. So copy this, paste here, make the changes. here 3.8.1 here, and even here 3.8.1. Okay, hit enter. Okay, done. Now we have downloaded. Now we'll extract the Maven setup. So we'll copy this command. So now we'll create a symlink for Apache Maven. So using this command, copy this, paste here. Let me clear the screen. Now we'll set up the environments for Maven. So we'll copy this command. We'll open this file, maven.sh. I will simply add this 4 lines in our this file. Okay, so this is our Java home path. This is Maven home. So we'll save this file by Control O, enter, Control X. We'll check once whether it took our changes or not. So yes, now Control X, we'll exit. Now we give the executable permission using chmod command. We'll copy this, paste here. Now we'll load the environment variables. So we'll copy this command, source command, paste here. Yes. Let's check the Maven version correctly. This environment variable. Let me check.
Open this environment file, maven.sh.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this one is correct. User lib JVM.
Sir, I think this Java home path is, we have to change it.
Yes. Okay, go to user lib JVM.
If we do echo $java underscore home, it will show the path, right? The Java home path where it is installed.
Yes, we have installed Java, and then we have not set home path for Java. Just we are adding the
With Java is also for like home.
go to the JVM, CD JVM.
Yes, using the Java.
Okay, not able to see. Clear the screen.
See, you're using this 1.8. That's why.
Okay, add this path or add the OpenJDK path. LS. Okay. Okay, load the environment variable.
Yes, sir. Okay. Runtime. Now, fine. Now we have installed Maven. So now next thing we will do is build a Java project using Maven. Okay. So now we'll clone that repo. So let me show you. So we are going to now henceforth we are going to perform all the tasks on this DevOps and account, and we have a Jenkins Maven. You can see it's an empty repository with only a README file. So we'll just simply clone it, and we'll add one simple Java project to it, and then we'll build using Maven. We'll start git bash here. Git will clone. So command is git clone, and this URL, the repository URL. Just simply paste it. So you can see it has cloned to our local. But we have this simple Java project, the source folder, and in app here, a simple hello world program. Okay. Hello, it will just print hello world string and a simple test case. This one. It will verify whether the string matches or not. Simple project. Now we'll push, add these changes, commit these changes, start git bash here. So you can see we took the branch main. Now let's do git add, then git commit -m add Java project. Now we'll do git push. Sir, change the user. It is not.
Yes,
It is unable to access.
for this user.
What, sir?
Okay. Okay, so go to the setting, go to that repo, click on setting, yes, click on manage access, left side. Yes, invite a collaborator. So if you added your user, just type your name. Okay, now go to your email. You will get invitation means to accept it.
So then I will have to change the user. Then I will have to log into my account.
Yes, so go to your email. Yes, accept that invitation. Go down.
1 second, sir.
Yes, now you can push.
What you have done right now, can you explain?
You can pull it. Yes.
He just provided permission to his account, it seems. Nothing else.
Okay.
He's provisioned his account in GitHub for the particular project. Is that
Yes, so
right,
we
Ashish?
have.
We can invite other collaborators to make changes or create
Make
new
changes.
files on our repository.
Right.
So that is only like a permission, or
Mhm.
you can say invitation. Just we have to accept it and we can have access to that repository.
Okay. Okay. So whoever you need make changes. So let's say there are 2 new developers that have come up for this particular project, for example, then you can add them here in the user management as collaborators, and then they can make the changes, and probably you can manage their permissions from there.
Right, sir. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. Git clone URL. And the project. So yes, start Git by share. Git add git commit -m Java project. Oops, now it will work. Git push. As you can see. Fine. Now we'll build it. So simply send issue2 git clone for URL. We'll provide our URL. So you can see Jenkins Maven. In that my app. Okay, you can see the source folder. Now we'll simply build using Maven. So go to the browser and one second. And search for Maven in 5. So this is Apache Maven official website. Okay. So we'll just use this command, and by using this command, we'll build a Java project using Maven. Okay. So this MVN, this MVN is nothing but the command line tool for Maven. Okay. So this DG group ID, D group ID -D. So it is nothing but your organization name or a group name, means which group creating that Java project. So that group name. Then this artifact ID. So it will be your app name, and it will denote to a unique base name of the
So
primary artifact. Yes.
Akash, so all these details will be reflected in POM.xml. That's why we are giving this group ID, artifact ID.
Yes. Yes.
So a developer won't generate POM.xml. So we have to generate POM.xml, or sometimes developer also give us the POM.xml.
Even
So
developer.
yes, whenever we build the project using Maven, so Maven automatically generates the POM.xml. So here, go down. So when we run create a project using Maven, so you can see that we are creating my app, and it create the structure
Okay.
of POM. It add all the dependency in that POM.
Whoever has the
And
information from about the queries from pom.xml can change or make or update the pom.xml, right? So
so
it's so the dependency of updating the pom.xml is not exactly with the developer, not with the operations or with the DevOps. Whoever has the information can update it, right? The
yes, so
pom.xml file is created when you create a project.
yes, and also every developers can add their in POM.xml as per their microservice setting.
Okay.
So it create the structure POM.xml when we build the project using build tool.
So this -d artifact ID my app. So this is just a unique base name for the primary artifact generated by this project, and this D artifact ID. So it is used for the project generation. Okay, and this -d interactive mode false. So we give it false because when the generated goal is executed now. So in an interactive mode, so it will every time prompt a user for the previous pre-listed all the parameters. So as we have provided false, so the generated goal will use the values which we passed in this command line. So that's why we'll keep it false. So this D artifact ID means you're like, it can be also like group ID plus your artifact ID. So it just we have to unique. And when we use this command, when we build, so a POM.xml file is created in this particular structure. So this will be for your Java file. This will be for your test.java. So in this manner, the POM.xml file will be created. Like it will take your group ID then the artifact ID, my-app, then the version 1.0 snapshot, sorry. Then in dependencies, we will take the JUnit. Means in this manner, the POM.xml file will be created. Your dependencies, which dependencies did you use, then the version, then scope will be test, because in JUnit we simply do the test. So like this. And when we use this command mvn package now, so you just simply go through these phases like validate, generate sources, process sources, generate sources, compile. Okay, let me take it. So like this: validate, then compile, test, package, integration test, verify, install, deploy. These are simply life cycle stages. Okay, so you just use this Maven command on a Java project. Simply paste here. If it is for first time, it will take some time because it will download all the dependencies. It will fetch your Java project. You can see build success. Okay, so parameter C group ID, company, com.my company, artifact ID, my-app. Okay, an artifact ID value, my app, project created of archetype directory home, Ubuntu, Jenkins, my app. So you can, if you do ls, let me clear screen. If you do ls, my app, so here you can see POM.xml file is created. Okay. Now what is our next step? Is I will,
Akash, can you open this POM.xml?
yes, sir.
So we can see that what it contains.
So see, these all are the plugins.
Okay.
So
In the project settings.
dependencies, it took the JUnit version 4.11. The same artifact ID, my app. Clean, the clean stage. Here are all the basic plugins. Okay. Fine. Okay.
Yes.
Now the next step is to we'll add, commit, push this POM.xml file to our Git repository. Okay. So we simply do git add, then we'll do git commit -m. Sorry. Generated POM.xml. Okay. Git push. We'll ask for your username. Provide your username, then password. Okay. Let's check in the repository. So you can see POM.xml file. Okay. Now the next step, we'll install Jenkins plugin to integrate with Maven. So now we'll go to the Jenkins dashboard. Sorry. Go to the Jenkins dashboard. We'll use this new IP. Paste here. The port is 8080. Provide username, password.
Jenkins is installed on that system, right?
Yes, yes.
The
Yesterday
EC2
we
system
installed.
that we are using.
Yes, we yesterday installed it and configured.
Right.
So now, let me show you first. When we create new job now, when we click on this new item, so you can see there is no option for Maven project, freestyle project, then pipeline, then multi-configuration, but there is no option for Maven project. Okay. When we installed the Jenkins plugin, which will integrate with Maven, then Maven project option will be enabled. So we'll install that plugin. So simply go to this manage Jenkins, click on this manage Jenkins, go to manage plugins, and go to this available section and search here for Maven integration. So this one, click the checkbox and click on this download and install button. As you can see, downloaded successfully. Now simply click on this checkbox. Some time.
Yeah, Akash.
Yes.
So if I want to change again the artifact ID and group ID of everything in the POM.xml, so new POM.xml will generate, or on that same POM.xml only it will override?
If you want to generate,
Means
Yes,
will
same
change.
will override. Same will override. Whatever we change now. So in the real time, whenever we want to change the major changes, so we will take the backups of POM.xml.
For each Java project, there will be only one POM.xml file.
Okay. Thank you.
So it will be only created once, then all the changes will be done in that same POM.xml file. If you want some dependencies, you can just take the dependencies code from that MVN repository from Apache's official website. They will just provide, like if you search for Maven Spring or like this, they will give the dependency code. Just take it and add in your POM.xml file. So simple the Maven is.
Can you tell the what type of question they ask regarding Maven?
Interview.
Yes.
Yes, so interview they will ask. I also take the interview.
Okay.
So first is what is the Maven goal and what is the Maven lifecycle? These are the most asked interview questions.
Okay.
And what is the POM.xml? So POM.xml, this is a one-line answer. This is the project properties file. It will contain all the project dependencies, libraries, plugins for the required for the microservice. Okay, this is the answer. Then we have the Maven goals, then Maven lifecycle, and we have seen that there are 7 phases of Maven lifecycle that we have to explain.
Just these question?
Yes, only 3 questions. And Maven goal is, so other than saying 7, we can say that
These 7 phases.
build, test, apply. So what does, so it will first validate the project, then compile, test, package. So package means it will create jar or var for Java project, then integrate JUnit test. So JUnit is the first phase of test to generate the test report. Then it will verify, then install the required plugin, then just simply deploy. So final output will be the jar or var for the particular microservice.
Okay.
So I think it has been downloaded. Let's check in manage Jenkins. Go to manage plugins. Go to install sections. Check Maven integration. Yes, it has been downloaded. So come on the dashboard. So now the next step is create a Maven job and provide the Git repository and POM.xml. So
Can I interrupt you for a minute here? I
yes,
just have a quick query. So
yes,
there's
yes,
no
sure.
major difference between Mavens and Jenkins, right? They both are build tools. Is that the right understanding?
No, my build tool, while Jenkins is a CI, continuous integration.
Okay, right. Jenkins is okay. It is used for continuous integration. Whatever changes you make, they get automatically reflected. And this is that's Jenkins, and Mavens is used to build.
Yes.
Okay.
Also, we asked that interview. So interview asked what is the CI? Okay. So CI means we use the one tool for the CI. Then many developers collaborate using the in central CI repository. Okay. They push the code in the GitHub and source code management. We add that source code management in the CI. Okay. Then many developers collaborate it, and they'll it will build the automatically as per the instruction. Okay, that is job of CI. And Jenkins is a CI tool.
CD is continuous delivery or continuous deployment?
Continuous deployment.
Continuous deployment.
Okay.
So in Jenkins, your each commit is tracked, even with the changes and your Jenkins pipeline code, even with that. So fine. So click on this new item to create new job. Click on this new item. So here now you can see the Maven project enable. Okay. So we installed that Maven integration plugin. That's why this option got enabled. So we'll provide one job name like Jenkins Maven example. Select this Maven project and click on OK. You can give any description. Then select this GitHub project URL. Provide your project URL.
Akash, can you connect this with Git webhooks?
Yes, even with Git webhooks.
Okay.
So select this Git as source code management. Provide your repository URL. Yesterday we added the credentials. So we'll add this. This Santosh sir, should I repeat this how to add this credential, or you gone through yesterday's video?
Okay, just show Akash so how to add a GitHub credential in Jenkins.
Yes. If you don't have any credentials, we can simply click on this add button and on this Jenkins. So here you can select kind as and like GitHub app, username, SSH, secret file, secret test. In our case, we just used with simple username with password. We provided the GitHub username, then GitHub password and simple ID, git repo, and click on add button. So you simply your credentials can be added in Jenkins. So then we can have access to our Git repository, the GitHub account. Okay. So now we'll change the branch from master to main. So it is by default build whenever a snapshot because we selected the Maven project. Okay. We'll just select this Git workspace. So now see here. It's saying that Jenkins need to know where your Maven is installed. Please do so from tool configuration. So simply click on this because in this Jenkins server we have to add Maven. So come below and you can see Maven. Simply add this Maven. You can use the default one, this version, and give any name like Maven and click on save button.
Okay.
Yes. So can
Why you did install automatically when you are already having Maven in Jenkins server?
we can even use this Jenkins one. We can even use our installed Maven, no problem. And same for this other tools also for Git or JDK. No issues on that, sir. So here we have to just provide a POM.xml file path. Copy this.
POM.xml should be on SRC folder or can be like anywhere.
No,
No,
with SRC.
no, we can
Means
means by
wherever your
default changes.
yes, wherever your Java project is located in that folder.
Okay.
But it should be present in your repository root. We'll set goals like clean and package. Click on save. Let me check once. Yes. Okay. Now click on build now. So we'll build our Java project. So yes, you can see it's successful. Building a snapshot, a jar file, and this all the plugins.
Akash, what is that snapshot?
It is just your jar file name.
In the real time, we give the microservice like I have the e-commerce project. So what we do in the POM.xml for Gradle, it has the Gradle.properties. So in that POM.xml, I will give the my microservice name like I have the e-commerce site, e-commerce project, and I have the customer payment sales. So that I will give there instead of snapshot, we will give the sales -1.0 light version name. in the real-time scenario.
Okay, so every time each build, that snapshot will be taken care with build one, means like that. Every version will be created of that project.
Correct. And you see
Okay.
that if you open the any application in our mobile, so it shows the setting. This version is 0.1.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
So that property we add in the POM.xml, and in the real-time scenario, the build increments the number. We
Okay.
call as a versioning.
Thank you. Got it.
Okay, you can see build success, waiting for Jenkins to finish collecting data, then archiving POM.xml file, and then archiving the jar file. Okay, so here you can see in our workspace where lib Jenkins workspace. This is our job name Jenkins Maven example which we created just now. So in that our project my app, and in that it has created a target folder, and in that is build a jar file. You can see. So we will check it. Copy this path. Clear the screen. Go to that location. Do ls. So you can see now the one more target folder is added. So simply do see. You can see my hyphen app 1.0 snapshot dot jar. Okay. So